it started to feel like I was getting in a bit of a groove for it, but switched back to color, and now I'm thinking of flip-flopping back to black and white film, and you know, just wanted to get a sense from you if you thought.
First of all, I'm going to look at all of them. I'm just going to go through. You're kind of all over the place, you know. I mean, if you were like photographing old people only, and that's just sun in your eyes, okay, and that's too simple, you know. Just and then go from that to that, and I say, who is this? You know, you see, it's like. And that's not an exceptional picture. No. And she's looking at the camera, okay? And then this is just sort of some tunnel vision there, you know. It's not specific. Probably this would work better in color, you know. I can see color here and there. So I'm a little confused, Karl. And that's too simple. That's just like a portrait, you know. Just and all that stuff in the background is just blank. I mean, there's no information there, hardly.
So, Costa, do you not like photos with do you not like photos with just black backgrounds?
Well, because it's, you know, that's what the information should be. You know, that should be useful. It should be functional. It's just if it's black or white or the sky or something, and there's a person standing there in the middle of it. It's like, you know, I want more. I want to use that space. So don't take a picture that you're not taking advantage of the fact that you've got all this space to be filled with information and complexity and questions and all kinds of stuff like that. You know.
I kind of like them,
This one is kind of nice, but again, see, you know, it's a nice gesture, but somehow, you know, I just kind of feel like I want to see the rest of that, you know, that shape.
Yeah.
What did you think about the one before? You didn't comment on that.
Well, it's kind of a generality, you know. It's not anything, nothing exceptional. It's handling they're lifting weights, and it's, you know, it's not. You look at it once and you're finished with it. You know, it's not a picture you would hang on the wall, right? You know, it's not. It doesn't have a long life. There's a possibility here with this thing, but again, it's sort of a generality. You know, there's maybe some interesting stuff in there. I'll tell you something. The truth is, you know, shooting street photography in black and white is much more difficult than doing it in color.
Why is that?
You know, it's because color is color, and you know, color is kind of a wonderful thing. You know, and when you suck all the color out of it. Don't you think so, Donnie?
I've never thought of it that way. I always think of color as the ultimate challenge. If you think about kind of the masters, so to speak, if you think of Bruce Davidson or Costa or Alex Webb, you think of color black and white in certain cases. And there's very few color photographers in the world, to me. And so, I've never thought of black and white.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I'm only doing the black and white landscapes, and it feels easier than in color. And when they are in color, it feels much less surprising.
Are your landscapes on? We can get your landscapes on the.
No, I don't know how to.
They're not on the website. No, they're not there yet. Okay.
No.
Because aren't
an interesting question.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Costa.
I would personally, I think color's harder.
Yeah, Costa, like
it can be more rewarding.
Because I feel that with color, isn't there more variables you have to deal with? Like I feel like black and white strips away complexity and makes it more simple, whereas color is just another thing. You know, because you want the color palette to work well. You want, like, if you have a red hat in the bottom left corner and the subject's all blue, wouldn't that kind of ruin the photo?
Well,
I was going to say, let's name 10 color photographers, like brilliant color photographers, it's hard to name 10.
Compared to the black and white
And,
bodyboard.
and then you can list probably 50, 60, 70 amazing black and white photographers.
Well, that's because black and white was the art, was the form. In fact, you know, the color, the first color photographs that were made by guys using tripods, you know, new cameras, and they weren't really street photographers. They were kind of photographing landscape, you know, like Stephen Shore, you know, what's his name?
Joel Meyerowitz.
Joel Meyerowitz. Who
I
was,
have this book that Cape Cod
Yeah.
Light.
yeah, the Cape Cod Light. That's the picture. Well, I think I would
More color.
don't fight it. I would just go for color.
This was a fight. Like every day, it was a constant battle to see contrast instead of color, and I was forcing myself into this exercise.
Well, I thought about going back, like, you know, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. But I probably would just, you know, it's so easy for me to just continue with American color and just keep going, looking for those kind of pictures.
I
And
think
just,
you owe it to the world.
this is, you know,
One more.
Yeah, you know, I feel like,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, can you just check the just to see if that shot that I was talking about made it into the portfolio pics in the Manos folder? Just hit the back button,
Oh, yeah.
and then just double click on portfolio pics. I'll tell you right away if it's there.
Portfolio art rebuy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Review.
Don't look at them again. We'll see if I accidentally put. No, I lost that picture. So
All right, somewhere else.
yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow.
All right, so I can't, you know, again, we really need 5 really good pictures from everybody. The best you have. That's all I can ask for, right? It's the best you have.
For the week.
Anybody else who has what?